Today is December 19th, 2021. So I've really not talked about silver in a while, partially because precious metals, price-wise, have done nothing in a year, despite the fact that we have inflation, we have other things going on. These precious metals are doing nothing. So what's going on here? My thought is a lot of the speculation that would have gone into precious metals went into cryptos, especially Bitcoin. When something is going up, people buy it because it's going up. So I read a few things that really you should consider. Okay, so number one is that 80% of people who bought Bitcoin have never sold one. Okay, that's one thing. And the biggest thing, I think, is how much it costs for one transaction. So I'm going right to CoinDesk. CoinDesk says that to do one Bitcoin transaction, a single transaction, it takes about 59 days worth of power for the average household, right? So 59, that's 2 months, almost 2 months of power for the average household to do one Bitcoin transaction. How sustainable is that, right? Now, what happens if there's a mass panic and mass selling? How much will it be? Will people still mine Bitcoin, right? And this must be being done in third world countries that have free power, because, if you're mining Bitcoin and the cost is $122 per coin, someone's getting a deal somewhere, because in America, that would mean to be profitable, you'd have to charge more than $122 for a transaction for the miners, and that's not happening. So there's something weird going on. And back when Bitcoin was new, we had some discussions about, eventually Bitcoin will take this much energy, and it's still going on. So something to consider is what happens if there's a mass selling. What will the cost of energy be for one transaction? As far as mass adoption, can something that costs 2 months of household power for one transaction, is that a realistic money, or is that realistic? And kind of the biggest thing is that a lot of these whales, right, have not sold yet. You can look at the wallets and see these big wallets have never sold. What happens if a few of those big wallets start selling? Will it cause a cascade chain reaction of other sellers? Because Bitcoin people are watching those wallets and seeing that they're not moving. What happens if a couple of these whales decide to sell their Bitcoin? I mean, so the possibility exists that people who own Bitcoin will never be able to sell them if there's mass selling. Now, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I have seen what happens when there's mass hysterias, when there's bubbles, and there's wild speculation. Look at the damage the silver bubble did, which we experienced, and look how small the price action was compared to this. So I'm just saying is be safe. I can't see the future, but 59 days of the average household power to sell one Bitcoin. That tells you a lot right there. So everybody be well. If you'd made money on this stuff, good luck. But don't ever think that you're guaranteed anything in these markets. All right, thank you.